I think when you become a parent, particularly for me, and what I found was just where I sat, you know. And my wife obviously had this baby for 9 months, and she goes straight into it. These maternal instincts kick in. But for me as a dad, I was kind of like, I didn't know kind of where I sat, you know. And I suppose I was just trying to figure out what to do, and there isn't a manual for it, so I had no idea where to start. And then you've got this beautiful little baby that you're trying to get to know and have feelings for, and so all these kind of emotions, and it was like, am I feeling normal of these feelings? And then you speak to your friends, like, oh my God, that's how I felt, you know. And then, you know, I was on tour with Take That at the time when I first had Maddie. And so for like 3 or 4 months, I was in and out of her life, and I just didn't really get to know her. And that was really hard for me. And so when I came back off tour, it was just like I was starting again, and she was kind of looking at me like, who are you?
Yeah. And
that was quite heartbreaking for me. So, yeah, and I think Dad's talking more about feelings like that, you know. And I went to a dad club recently in Vauxhall in London. I think it was, we did it part of like a BBC Breakfast, and I got to see these amazing group of men that meet up once a month at school with their kids, and they get to talk and chat, and it's great. And I did a song on the album called Chin Up, which is about, you know, men struggling and the fact that, you know, suicide rate for men is really high. So that, you know, it's important for us men to talk as well as obviously our partners and our wives.
Absolutely. I loved your Who Do You Think You Are?
Oh, thank
where you look
yeah.
back at your family and found out another, but like, your background rather than your current family life.
Incredible.
Amazing links that you found. And
just, again, like, not to get all like emotional about it, but just, it really helped me in my dad's relationship doing that show, because my dad had, like, my granddad, bless him, died of Alzheimer's, so he didn't really, there was so many questions that my dad had and he didn't have the answers to, and my dad sort of unravelled this whole, like, family history of trying to find out where it was going. And then if it wasn't for the BBC and that show, I was able to finally give my dad something super special, and, like, it was so emotional to go over to Latvia to see, you know, where my great-grandmother was and her journey and where it led to. And if you haven't watched it, it's pretty...
It's on iPlayer now, yeah.
It's phenomenal.
It's great.
You know, we ended up, you know, knowing that she went to prison and all this stuff. It was like, wow.
And that you can pass that on to your kids as well, to the next generation.
100%. And I'm hoping next year, when things are a little bit more quieter, I'm going to take my dad over there. We're going to have a nice holiday there and go and see everything that I went to, and so he can experience it himself. So,
brilliant.
Yeah.
Great to see you, Ollie.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Lovely to have you.
It's not quite just yet, because Ollie's new album, Knees Up, is out now, and he's in concert in London next month.
Right, it's coming up to 9 o'clock.